So for those that are wondering, I did buy the Endworks rear diffuser. This is how the logo has it right there. Works. So that part, this is metal for sure, but this is like, I don't know, plastic. You hear that? I thought it was gonna be metal, but it's not. So, and they have these holes along the things so that you can use the provided hardware. So we're about to go ahead and install that and see how it goes. So, I mean, they wrapped it up nicely. I didn't really take a picture of how it was wrapped, but he did a pretty good job on it. It survived its whole trip from wherever it is it came from to here in America. Properly wrapped, and I'm happy. Comes with all its hardware as well. So this is only meant to fit on an ST-205 with the rear diff, but he claims that some people have found ways to mount it on ST-204s or 202s that are front wheel drive. So I'm gonna be that guinea pig for this situation, and I'm gonna show you guys how I mounted it on my ST-204. So we're gonna try to test fit the rear diffuser onto the Celica, and already a lot of problems if your vehicle is not a ST-205. So one, it won't fit. You could try to put it under the car, but it just won't fit. It won't clear. There's a lot of things in the way. That rear, what do you call it? A subframe, whatever it's called. That's in the way. Two, you have two rear tow hooks. You have one right here and then another one over here. So I'm gonna have to make a cutout for that tow hook because it really doesn't make sense for me to just, okay, well, let's cripple our vehicle, cut the tow hook. No, I won't do that. So I already kind of somewhat measured it with my measuring tape. Measured it already, kind of got the same idea. So I'm gonna go get my angle grinder and just cut that out. And I will be spray painting it so that way it's not exposed 100%. And I also did these cutouts, or I drew these out to kind of measure where this can slide under. And I'm gonna show you guys where I'm trying to slide it under. Let me get my Harbor Freight light. This thing is great. So the plan is to slide it on above this. So I measured this already. That is 13 across, and you can see you could try to make it a little bit wider, but it makes no sense. I'm just gonna cut it 13 across and kind of rest it on top of that, and where it goes inside, it'll fit up here, but it only goes 7 inches deep, if that makes sense. So that's why I have my cutouts over here. So I already did my measurements from here to here. That's 13 inches, kind of did the halfway point. What else? I also did the 7 inches that it sticks in deep, I guess. So the goal is to have this whole area right here. Hopefully the camera focuses on it. So have this area right here kind of slide in under, or slide in on top of that cross member, whatever you want to call it, rear subframe or rear frame, I don't know. Come on guys, help me out in the comment section. And so that's gonna relieve our issue, one issue, or those are two issues. And second issue I'm having is towards this rear section area, my exhaust is hitting. So I'm gonna see how much clearance I have by cutting this. Hopefully I get enough clearance, but it does seem like my muffler will be hitting this area out. So I'm gonna trim it a little bit more. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad, more trimmed out, but as long as these fins are still intact, I think I should be fine. So I don't want to cut too much to make it look ugly, but I think this is gonna work, guys. I think this is gonna work. Might have some luck. So let me go ahead and do my cuts, and then we'll come back. No going back, guys. So in 3, 2, 1. So we performed our cuts, and you can clearly see it does slide in, like I said it was going to. But now we're having an issue with the exhaust. The exhaust is now hitting the panel, so I'm gonna go ahead. I made a kind of a rough sketch line right there, so I'm just gonna make a straight line across there, and hopefully it clears. And I forgot to cut this one out, so I'm also gonna cut this one out. So I've cut it to size, and I left this because this is the area where the hump is for when you want to raise up the vehicle. You would call it the quote-unquote jacking point. I've cut the curve right here to accommodate my exhaust, and kind of made it look really close as possible to the original setup. But we'll see how it turns out. I think it's going to turn out to be good. So I had originally planned to put the diffuser on top of the rear subframe, but it was making the rear diffuser bend really bad at an arch like that, like a V. So I thought it was going to apply uneven pressure to the diffuser and kind of bend it out of shape. So what I ended up doing was I just self-tapped it to the bottom of it, and I kept cutting some more so that the rear trailing arms can clear. And I cut a middle piece so that I can still use that rear lift point of the vehicle. So I'll show you guys what I ended up doing. So I ended up just using self-tappers. I'm gonna go ahead and put some more. I'm gonna go ahead and put another one over here, and same deal. It's just probably bird shit. I'm gonna put another one over here in the corner, so crisscross, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna be flapping hard on the wind once I kind of hold it down, and I think it should be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and disassemble this again and retouch the edges that were exposed, but I actually think this is aluminum. Endworks. And then we're gonna show you guys the final premiere. It's awesome. Kinda a little annoyed that that's like that, or did I just not finish bolting them up? I'll have to double check, but I'm not a fan that's kind of wavy right here. So I'm gonna have to double check to see what I did wrong right there. But other than that, it looks great. Can't really see it right now.